Miigwech. I'm going to introduce Cody Harper. She's going to talk about a little bit about women's traditional.
Ani, hello. My name is Cody Harper, and this is Miasin. It's really nice to have opportunities like this. We are able to not only bring our culture and our identity forward, but we're also showing an example to our children, because the next generation is so important, and that's what our practice teaches. And so it's important to have these times, to have these celebrations, and to share our traditional practices with everyone. The women's traditional that I'm going to dance is a expression of who we call our leaders, which are our grandmothers. Our grandmothers carry a lot of knowledge. They pass everything on. And so this style of dance is to honor those women. And how they dance is very close to the earth. And they represent everything of our old traditions and our old practices. They're the grandmothers, they're ones that take care of the family, and they take care of that water, they take care of Mother Earth. And so when they dance, they almost look like they sway as the water. And so a lot of the time when you see our dances, you may see different expressions that come in forms of water, grass. You'll see the eagle feathers. The reason why we wear the eagle feathers is because it's the bird that flies the highest to creator of all creation. And so everything has a story. And even in our dances, in our footwork, we are carrying those stories with us. So I'm gonna give an example of the woman's traditional.
Miigwech, Cody, Miigwech. And Mia Sin, her daughter is also a dancer. She was up dancing too. So, not to be alarmed, we don't have a visitor coming up on the stage. That's her daughter. And her dad's right here. So people are like, oh, there's a kid on stage. It's like, yeah, she dances too. So the next dance I'll do an exhibition of another style. Us Anishinaabe people, it didn't originate with us. It came from another group of people, another nation in a different area in North America. So we had our own, we had our own different warrior societies and things. We had our own governance. We had our own ways of doing things. We had our own beliefs and ceremonies and things given to us from the Creator and the spirit world. And the same thing too with many other nations in different places. So we had our own society, Ogichida, Minisino, things like that. But the Omaha Nation in Nebraska, they are Sioux-speaking people. Their relatives are the Winnebago or the Ho-Chunk, the Omahas, and the Poncas. Now, the Omahas and Poncas, they're more in the plains, but the Winnebago people lived with us near us in the woodlands, like around the Great Lakes. So the Ho-Chunk or Winnebago people live close to us. And those people, they had a tradition called the grass dance. And it was their society, their warrior society. So they made sure the elders were taken care of. They had jobs to make sure the elders had wood and stuff, and they kept order in a community and things like that. So they were also scouts. So they had a job to go out and scout out, to go ahead of people, make sure things were safe. And when they had a gathering where they are out in the open plains and prairies, when they moved to an area, they moved camp. It was all overgrown, like it was all very natural. It was really overgrown with weeds and stuff like that, and brush and prairie grass. So they would have to kind of find a way to clear those grounds. So if they wanted to have a dance, if they wanted to have a celebration, they wanted to have a ceremony or a council or a gathering of some sort, they had to kind of clean the land. So they brought all the grass dance society members out, and those guys all went out in a group. And the singers would sing, so they would go around and around in a circle. Sometimes they go in rows, in teams. Sometimes they just go in big groups, but they would dance around in this circle, in this area. And as they were going, they would stomp on this ground of grass. And they kick that grass and they stomp, they pat that ground, and they go round and around in a group. They keep going around until that whole area was flattened and packed down. And that does work. It does happen. It does work. The dancers would go and they flatten that whole area. They clear that area for the gathering. So that was the job of the grass dancers. And there's some other stories about the footwork and things that they do. There's some other stories. From our people, this headdress, this roach headdress, we call it Musqueam. This headdress originated with us in Anishinaabe in the woodlands, but it traveled all over North America. So when the Omaha people gave us the grass dance, this roach was a symbol of the grass dance, and it came right back to us. So we already had this roach, which is a symbol of the grass dance. And the dancers, they tied on their waist, used to tie hair, same thing on their shirts. Then they changed that to bundles of grass. So they wore a belt, they had bundles of grass all around their waist. So that's another reason why they call it grass dance, is because they would have bundles of grass all over their clothing. So another reason. They switched it later to yarn and ribbon and things like that. So they do a lot of footwork. They gave this dance to us. They brought the crow belt or the eagle belt or the bustle, the feather bustle, which you may have seen earlier, that wearing on my back. That came with the grass dance. So that was kind of like their badge of office, their symbol that they were part of that society. So, but we call this dance the Omaha dance because it came from them. We call it the hot dance and also the grass dance, original name. So we're gonna do an exhibition of this. So thank you for listening, and I'll do a song from the grass dance style. Big Rich. Miigwech. So we're going to have our dancers come up, introduce themselves. We have Cody come up and talk a little bit. And we're going to have an exhibition of the jingle dress style. We have Zao Makwa Sikor, this is the Saga Nation. From the Mississaugas of Credit, First Nation. We have Christina Restoul. She can introduce herself briefly.
Ani, bonjour. My name is Christina Wajas-Christoul. I am from Dokis First Nation, also known as Akikanda. I'm very happy to be here today. And yeah, I'm here to do the Jingle Dress Dance. The Jingle Dress Dance is a dance of the Ojibwe people. It is a medicine dance. As you can see, the cones make a beautiful noise. Emulates the rainfall, the sound of the rainfall, which is the natural cleansing of Mother Earth. So the sound of this dress emulates the natural sound, the natural cleansing of Mother Earth.
Miigwech. Yes, so like Christina was saying, the dress in this dance originated here in Ontario amongst the Anishinaabe people, Ojibwe people, in Kenora or the Whitefish Bay area. And it's one of the dances that are shared all over North America now. And it's a healing dance. So thank you for your words. We're gonna have the drum group do an exhibition of a straight song of the jingle dress. And possibly we'll get some more teachings on some of our dances again. Miigwech.
Thank you. So I hope everyone really enjoyed the styles of dance that you got to see. There's a lot of teachings that we could talk about. Everyone is very